Canasta friends, welcome to Canasta Class Clinic. In this clinic, we're learning the basics, tips, and strategies all about Canasta. Our topic in this video will be when to put your team in fifth position when creating a meld. Please put any questions in the comments below. I'll be sure to answer. Please also put any topics you wish me to explore. I'll be sure to share a video on. Before we get started, thank you for being a supporter of the Canasta Class channel. If you haven't already, please make sure you subscribe, hit the like button for the content you enjoy, share the video with fellow Canasta friends and family, comment, I love engaging with you and hearing all about your Canasta games, and consider giving a thanks of appreciation by hitting the thanks button. You can also email me at mahjongclass@yahoo.com for anything you'd like to share about your Canasta game or questions you have. Thank you for your continuous support and thank you for watching these videos every Monday evening at 6:30. Let's get on with our topic and learn and grow as Canasta players. Sherry G, one of our watchers, submitted a question from me the other day. She said, my question is being about the fifth position. She says she plays with many couples and they seem to put their melds in fifth position all the time. She said her husband, who's an advanced player, will not put himself in fifth position. He wants to be able to pick up the pack. Totally agree. Sometimes she's saying me, sometimes I do this and sometimes I don't. She wants to know what my criteria is for determining when to do it or when not to. Let's talk about this. What a great topic. Thank you, Sherry, for submitting your question. Let's review what fifth position is. In Modern American Canasta, fifth position is 5 of any rank. So you could have 2 wilds with 3 8s. That's fifth position. You could have 5 8s. That's fifth position. So let's talk about what it means when to add the fifth card and when not to. And what does that mean? In Modern American Canasta, the best time to place a card in fifth position on a meld really depends on the game situation and the cards in your hand and on the table and in the discard pile. Generally, it's a strategic position to delay adding the fifth card to a meld as long as possible, to keep the option open for picking the pack, meaning the discard pile. So remember, if you have 5 of a rank down and you have 2 in your hand and the top card matches, you can't pick it because that would make 8. When you pick the pack, you have to lay down the 2 plus the 1 on top, so that makes 8 if you already have 5 down. So you don't want to put it in fifth position very often. So consider when you put it in fifth, you're having your team not be able to pick the pack on that rank. This gives your opponents a safe discard. So when you have 5 of a rank down, they're going to discard that rank all day long. The overall, what we just discussed, is about fifth position. Now I'm going to talk about kind of all over the place, but I bullet pointed them, when you should and when you shouldn't put the card in fifth position. It's very important to understand in the game of Canasta, it is so important to be able to pick that pack because that's where you get all your melds and all your canastas. So you always want to hold on to pairs and have the ability to pick the pack. Now, of course, if you have a pair in your hand and there's 5 of a rank down, you're going to make a canasta, but you're not going to be able to pick that pack and get all the other cards. That's the key. You want all those other cards. So do not put your hand in fifth position in general most of the time. Let's talk some more. So when you pick the pack, as I've just mentioned, you get those natural canasta and you also get the cards to be able to make additional melds or more canastas. Consider adding the fifth card or 6, because remember you're adding a pair. So maybe you have 4 down and you add 2 cards, or you have 4 down and you add the 5th. So you want to consider when to add the 5th. I would consider it is when I can make a canasta, meaning I have 2 of the rank and I can add 2 wilds and I can make a canasta. I would put my 2 down, give my partner 1 turn to add her remaining cards of that rank, and when it comes back to me, I can add wilds, or if I happen to pick another of that rank, I can add that. You must also consider, by putting those 2 cards down, do they serve a purpose? Meaning, do I have 2 wilds and 2 8s as an example, and I add 2 8s. Now we have 6 8s, but you can't close them without a natural 8 because you already have 2 wilds on them. So does by adding those 2 cards really serve a purpose? Probably not. Hold on to them so you could pick the pack, and then you can take the 2 8s plus the 1 on top and close it and make a canasta. So really those 2 8s do not get you any closer to a canasta because you need an additional 8 in order to get the canasta. That 8 may even be in the discard tray, so hold on to pairs in general to make canastas and pick the pack. Now here's another thought process. You have to know where the other team is, what's going on with them. Do they have 8s melded? Well, you certainly, if they have 8s melded, you don't need to meld the 8. You can discard it and have a safe discard. Now I caution you that the other team could have a pair of 8s in their hand. You have to count all the 8s and see where they all are. Because if they do, obviously they're going to pick the pack, and you don't want that. You're trying to pick the pack yourself. Let's consider the overall strategy of the game about timing. When is a good time and when is it not? Timing is kind of difficult to say. Every game in Canasta is unique. That's why probably I love it the most. However, early in the game, in general, it's better to hold on to cards to be able to pick the pack and not place it in the 5th position. Now, while later in the game, you want to close canastas, and it's more important to start putting those cards down, and hopefully your partner will match you and have additional cards to close canastas, at least to complete 1 to cover those 3s, and at a minimum to have 2 canastas. Now, as far as when is the end game, when's the middle game, that's hard to determine. It's also based on your opponents. It's not a time frame, it's what's going on at the table. Are your opponents completing 2 canastas? Have they already done so? Well, they're going to go out. So lay your cards down in the hopes that you get at least 1 canasta or 2 in order to have those 3s count. Often I will meld my pair to put it in 5th position or more after we've completed at least 1 canasta, because now we're trying to work on a 2nd canasta so we can go out and count all our points. Keep in mind, the minute you put it down, it gives your opponents a safe discard, and it limits your chances of being able to pick the pack or make a pure canasta. And I would suggest just really being patient and paying attention to the table. I think you'll get the feeling of when to put those cards down. One of the big consideration is not only your hands, you and your partner, but what's the opponents doing? Do the opponents have melds of the same rank? As I've mentioned, you can discard it, or are the opponents ready to go out? So let's consider where you are in the game and also consider the score. The overall score, whether you need to prioritize completing canastas to reach a certain score, or have you already covered your 3s, you have your 2 canastas, then meld your cards so that your team can go out and you're not stuck subtracting those points in your hand. I would put my meld in 5th position and hope that my partner has some additional cards that they can add to that meld, whether it be wilds or an additional 8 in our example. So maybe we get 1 or more canastas. If the other team has the required 2 canastas, they could end the game at any time. Deciding when or when not to add that card in 5th position is also played on what the opponent's position is. Pay attention to what cards the opponents have melded, what cards they've been discarding. Are all your cards in the discard pile? You want to hold on to additional other pairs to be able to pick that pile to get those cards that are already in there. It's important to consider all that I've mentioned, and it's going to be different every game. It's not a concrete rule of when you should and shouldn't add your card in 5th position. There are lots to consider. I will try to keep in mind when I am playing, and I will try to talk it out why I wait and when I feel it's a good time to put my cards down in 5th position. I hope some of these tips will get you started in thinking about 5th position in your game, and I would love to hear from you. Please share your thoughts if it sparks anything for you or what your situation is when you put the 5th card down. I always love learning and growing as a Canasta player, and you're teaching me as much as I'm teaching you. Thank you for being here, and thank you, Sherry, for a great question. I hope this helps you out in your game. Now let's go on and play a few games and see how we can do and when we put our cards in 5th position. Before we play, please be sure to consider to become a channel member. Take your love of Canasta to the next level and join the Canasta Class channel. Head on over to the home screen, hit the join button, read all about the levels that you can choose from, choose your favorite level, and join the Canasta Class channel. I'd love for you to become a member with all our other members, and I'm so thankful for them here. Thank you for joining and becoming a part of the Canasta Class channel. While on the home screen, you can also hit the magnifying glass and look for topics of interest. And if you don't find it, please email me at mahjongclass@yahoo.com, and I'll be sure to create a video on your topic you're looking for more information on. Thank you for being here, and please consider becoming a channel member. Now let's go on and play and learn about our topic. On Real Canasta, hit New Game, play fast. Now this is 5 of a rank, meaning 5 of a rank before you can add a wild. It's different from 5th position. 5th position is just adding a 5th card. After the initial meld, when you add a wild, you must have 5 of a rank. That's how I play. Visible mode and start our new game. Sort by suit. If we had 3s, you put them out first, pick a card, and then you also look for the ability to make a special hand. Initially I thought pairs, but now we have 3 2s, so we're going to try to open. We need our 3 of a kind. That's 1 7. I'm going to get rid of the 7. That's 2 7s. Two 7s. I'm going to get rid of an 8. Oh geez, we have a bunch of pairs. I wish I could get rid of a 2. I can't. Guess we'll get rid of this 6. 2 7s. Oh, maybe we'll have to do wilds. That's 160 points there. Let's go ahead and do that. Okay, let's put out our wilds. That's 2 7s. And I'm going to discard the ace. 2 7s, 1 ace. So he put 5 kings down. I don't have any kings. He would have been better off holding a pair, and then he could have picked the pack. A 9. We don't have 9s. He has 5s, 8s, and jacks. Let's go ahead and put out our ace. That's 2 aces, 2 7s, 3 7s, 3 aces, 3 7s, and 9. You get rid of 5s. I'm going to get rid of the jack. Four aces. We don't have time to get rid of them. Gonna pick a card. That's 4 aces. I'm gonna put out my queens and my 10s now. Maybe my partner can make a canasta. Okay, that's 4 7s, 4 aces. Oh, we never got another wild. Oh, that's terrible. Get rid of the 8. Oh, I think all the 7s are in there. We got a queen. Oh, that was a rough start. I really thought we could have had some nice wilds here. They weren't even able to use their wilds. They got some penalty points too. But we got 2,815 because I had the meld of wilds of 2,000. Ugh, on to our next game. I really thought we could. I did it very early on in the game too. Thought we'd get more wilds. We're still at 125. The other team is opened and we matched them nice. And we have no pairs. Let's put out our 3, take a card, and I'm going to get rid of an ace. We have 60 points, 60, 70, 80, 90. We need our 3 of a kind. Yeesh. An 8. Oh, I hate to get rid of these kings, but that just gave room for a canasta. We're not doing so hot. We need 3 of a kind. Yeesh. We have 80, 90, 100, 10, 20. We need a 3 of a kind, a 5, 6, or 9. I'll put out a 7. That's 1 7. 2 7s. Ah, I don't think this is a special hand. You can always try it. Yeah, I didn't think it was. So they have 5s down. Let's get rid of our 5s. And one more card here. Ah, yay, my partner's opening. 8s and 6s. We can help them with 6s. And here we go. So I am going to put down all the 6s because we need a canasta. They are about to go out. They could go out on this next hand. So I put all the 6s down. I could close it, but I'm going to give my partner 1 turn. I don't think they're going to go out. I hope not. She closed it with a wild. I'm going to pick it because there's some cards here. They might be all yucky, but let's see what we got. We have some 8s. Well, we can't melt it. Oh, it's already closed. Some 9s. Some jacks. Queen, king. 8s are dead. 6s are dead. 5s I can get rid of. So let me get rid of a 5. And we're going to get stuck, I think, with... Oh, no, maybe we could get rid of both. Maybe. No, all the 3s. The jack. Okay, I can close the jacks. I can close the 9s. And I'm going to get rid of an ace. I don't think I'm going to get another turn. I'm going to say yes, even though we're going to get the penalty, because I'm not going to get another turn. All the 3s aren't out, so I'm going to say yes. Yikes, we got positive 680, but we have a lot more to go. Okay, on to the next round. We got 100 points for going out. Oh, these are terrible cards. Let's get rid of that lonely 5. A 4. Yep, our 3 of a kind. We just need more points. We need to get to 125. A 9. I'll get rid of the king. Need some more wild cards. Oh good, my partner's opening. King, 9, queen. We have the 9s. Here's the situation. I'm not going to put my 9s out. What would be the point of that? We don't have a pair of 4s. Now we have a pair of 10s. I'm going to put out a 6 and bait them. Actually, I can put out my 1 queen. I'm going to put out a 6. 6s and aces. Oh, I'm surprised he didn't pick it. No 4 here. A queen. Now I can put out the queen, and I have 1 wild, so I'm going to hold it a second. I'm going to get rid of my 6s. We don't want that 7. That's 1, 7. Okay, I'm going to put out my queen now. I'm going to wait 1 turn. Oh, he added his wild. Now I can take the king and take the queen. And I can add my 9. I'm going to bait them and maybe they'll give me the pack. We'll do 1 turn and then I'll add them. And I'm going to discard a 7. Because I think Jack and 10 are fresh cards. Queen. Now hold the 7. I'm going to put my 9s out now. Hopefully my partner has a wild. He just put 10s out. Now if I throw a 10, he could have 10s. I think this is only the second 7. Oh, he had 10s. Good thing now I can throw my 10s. Okay, we're getting there. Scooching up a little bit. 1960 to 1200, and we are still at 125. They're at 155. Put out your 3s. And get rid of a low card. We have our 3 of a kind. We have 60, 70, 80, 90, 100, 10, 20. We're 5 points short. A 7. I'm going to get rid of a 9. Pick a card. Queen. I'm going to get rid of an 8. So we have 60, 70, 80, 90, 100, 10, 20, 30. We can open. We don't have that. But let's go ahead and open. Since they have kings out also. There's my 3 pure and my 2 queens. And I'm going to throw a 7. No 5 here. 8s are in 6th position. Let's get rid of an 8. See, now they put 3 queens down. We're never going to make a canasta of this. 9s. We need 1 canasta. Oh, thank the Lord. And I'm going to close my 6s. Now we have our canastas and my 4s. And I'm going to discard a 4. That's a dead card. There's not enough aces in there. We got our king. And yes, now I put that on there. We need a wild to close that. You can get rid of the ace. Another ace. They only have 1 card here. He can't pick the pack. Oh, I'm going to get rid of the ace. This should hopefully help us a little bit. A 10 I can't use. It's a dead card. So we got 2,915 and they got 1,845. She only had 1 ace in our hand. That was kind of dangerous. But we did all right. We're getting there. Next round, they're at 180 and we're only at 125. Put out your 3s. Another 3. And let's give her the 6. Maybe we could do pairs. Let's get rid of the jack. We need pairs of 2s and pairs of aces with 7s. Oh, a jack. We just got rid of it. A 9. Ooh, look at all these pairs. All right, let's get rid of, what did my opponents get rid of? A king, king, 6. I guess I'll do a 5. An 8. More 5s. No, that might be game. That was terrible, unless I can pull this off here. My partner's opening. We don't have 4s. We have 8s, a pair, but see that won't give us a canasta. We have queens. I'm going to hold on to them. Let me get rid of this 5. Four, nope. A 10. Suppose you could have 10s. Put it out there. Bummer. Kings are a good discard. Oh, I thought he had fancy cards. Oh, good for him. I thought he had more 7s. All right. Yikes. I don't know if we're going to be able to catch up. Start your cards. We're at 125. They're at 180. Keep moving along. Oh, my partner's opening so early. Aces, kings, and 9s. We gotta hold on to our cards. We get pair. Oh my gosh, they're opening at 180. kings, queens, and fours. Okay, put out your threes. Take a new card. And aces, kings, and nines. We have a pair of nines, but I'm going to hold them. And let's see, a 4. I'm going to put out a 7. That's 1 7. 2 sevens. And I'm going to put out a queen. 3 sevens. So we have a pair of nines. Okay, now I can put out my aces. Still not great. 4, 5. I can put out the queen. I want to try to pick it again. We need more cards. Oh, no, he just put out those 4 5s. 1 7. 4 5. That makes 6 sevens. He has 4 5s out already. I can discard the 5s. But I guess I want to get rid of all these 7s. Another 8. Eesh. Killing us. Now they have all the 7s. Now I can put out my aces. And I can give my partner 1 turn, and I'm going to put out this. Actually, let me put out all my cards because I want to get out of this game now because they just picked the pack and they have too many 7s. 8s and 10s and jack. Let's put out another 7. Okay, instead of wasting my wild card, she put an ace on it. Now we can close 6s. A 4, and I'm going to close the 6s. And they have 8s, 10s, so let's put the 10s out. Yes. All right, a little bit helps. They got negative 845 because they have more than 2 7s. They got a penalty. Nice. Maybe we can turn this around. Eesh, all those 3s. 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 110, 120. And we need our 3 of a kind. Unless we get a joker and a 7, then we can go for Miami pairs. And 9. There's our 3 of a kind. So we have 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 110, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60. So we have plenty to open. Let's do one more time around. I'd like to pick the pack. He keeps throwing a 4. Try it one more time. Oh, we can take the pack. 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 110, 20, 30, 40, 50, and we have to put up our 2 5s here. Let's see, what do we got? We can make a canasta. Always make your canastas first. We have 1 6. 1 9. Now we already have a canasta. I'm going to put this out in the hopes that my partner either has 2 9s or 2 wilds. I'm going to put out my 4s. I'm going to hold a pair. And I'm going to discard a king. So the king's not ready. Jacks and kings. Oh, he didn't have any wilds. Oh, but we got the other 4. That's lovely. I'll put out my jack. And I'm going to get rid of a 5. It's a dead card. Z over here. 9, lovely. We need one more. Now he only has 1 card, so I don't have to worry about what I'm discarding over there. Oh, I wasn't keeping track of 7s. That's terrible. I'm going to close the 9s. Oh, we're all down to 1 card. Oh, and we can go out. I think they might have won now. Oh, bummer. We did come back though. I mean, we were really in the hole, so I'm happy about that. They got 89-60 and we got 67-55. Not too bad, but I'm glad we came back out of the hole. That was a rough game, but you did see sometimes when I added to make it 5th position and when I held back, because I was hoping different scenarios of where we were in the game and where the other team was. So I hope that helped you today in learning when to add the 5th card and when to hold, so that maybe you can pick the pack. I thank you for watching and being here every Monday night at 6:30. Tune in next week for a new video. Please go back and watch some of the older ones. There are some great topics there, and I'd love hearing from you. Send me your topic of choice and I'll be happy to create a video. Thanks for being here. Take care, everyone. Have a good week. Good luck in your Canasta game. Bye-bye.